Hey Tuckies, where are you going? I have some wonderful news. I'm going to keep it brief, and please guys, please pass this one on. It's so important for all of you who are worried about coming into contact with super spreaders, shall we say. That is what happened to me this week. I went into town and, which is just so rare for me. And that's why I suppose why I am so sensitive, because I have noticed that, my duck's wonderful. I have noticed recently, every time I go into town, I sort of get this feeling as if I'm getting a cold, getting a flu. And because I used to have an art shop and people would come in with all their germs, I'm really quite used to being able to catch it, to recognise straight away when I get symptoms. And in those days, I just used to use this ginger drink, which is just grated ginger, a dash of cayenne pepper with some honey and water, and just drink that as a tea. And that always, if you had that, say, several times a day, just boiling water, that would kill it every time. But of course, what we have now is much more serious. Then I'll just show you around the place. It's just so gorgeous. Corn is up. Corn has come up, but behind me, I have now got the natural cure to these much worse things that we have, and I can actually say that it works, because every time I've been going into town recently, I can just smell it in the air. I can just feel it. It always feels like I've got something, I've caught something, but nothing is ever. Last time, I think I did actually have a ginger drink because I just felt a little bit, bad. But yesterday, oh my goodness, and I had spent all day with many people, and they all were, double-breasted, shall we say, and so. And I spent many hours with some of them. So when I came home, I noticed straight away it didn't feel quite right. And by the morning, I had aches in my body. I could feel my bowels weren't right. My eyes, weren't seeing properly. But very much, up in my nasal area. And so I tried how should I say it, the cure that, I won't even say his name in case that just lowers the, or upsets the old Al Gore rhythms. The Mr. T, shall we say. Mr. T talked about this cure, and there is a natural version of it, and I can say it works. And all it is grapefruits and lemons, and in these you actually take the skin. So it's actually the skin of the grapefruit, and say there's quite a few actual recipes online that you can look up, and the one I sent to my daughter, I just actually chopped up oranges. I chopped up grapefruits and lemons, and just put them into a pot with water and boiled away and drank that. But yesterday when I talked to her, she said, "Oh, that's not the link you sent me. The link you sent me, they just use the skins only." And I don't really think it matters. You'll find your own way. I mean, just as the link that she that I sent her, the woman said to slow cook it for 4 hours to get all the oils out. Yesterday I didn't bother with that, and I just ended up sort of taking out some. Taking off the skin and boiling it up, and then I decided, oh, what the heck, why don't I just throw in the whole, I don't want to waste the fruit, so I threw that in, but I pressed through. So what you do is you boil, soften those skins up really good and proper, and then push them through through a sieve, try and push them through as much as you can. So if you've got a moolie, that would work. But in the end, I thought, why don't I just put it all through my not my liquidizer, my juicer. You couldn't sort of get more out than with that. My battery's gone, so this is all there's going to be, but I'm saying it works. So look it up. I'll leave some links, and it's great to know that we can heal ourselves when we are around certain people. And so good news, and I'll be back with other videos. I've got a lot to say. And hey, how fantastic it was with Durnham, exactly as I predicted. These are big days, and our Prime Minister here has announced 28th of November as Freedom Day. Now, is that just to take away the fact that I believe that Trump is coming out the next day on Hanukkah and that everything is going to change? So we'll watch the space, but obviously what they're doing is so cynical. They are trying to get, because they've said that everyone has to be, vaccinated to go on flights. So what they've done, so cynical, is to tell you that you're going to have freedom, so everyone's going to get excited to be able to see their relatives at Christmas, book their flights and go and take their little kiddies in to see old Maxine. So that's them, I believe, getting their last desperate push to get as much as many people done before it's all over. So look after yourselves, and if you start feeling any symptoms, try this amazing cure. So bless you all in Jesus' name.